Welcome everybody, and greetings from Sonoma Raceway.
Ford GT on the colorful streets of Brazil's marvelous city.
Hey, welcome everybody to the Forza 6 review. You have probably seen this intro many times. You probably played the demo, so let's go ahead and get this review started. Okay, so I'm gonna take you first into the main menu. You have all these amazing races, and then you have subcategories and subcategories. You have Bondurant, Autocross, Factory Spec Racing, Moments in Motorsport History, Top Gear, oh my goodness, Endurance Racing, High Speed Chase, all this stuff. Now, you could probably spend hours and hours and hours and hours playing this game and never get bored. This is the current vehicle that I have, is a Mazda. It's a vehicle that my girlfriend drives in real life. Well, not this particular model, but she likes the Mazda brand. So I got this, car to make her happy. Although the color orange really displeases her. But this is your car that you're currently in career mode using. And this is your nice Malibu or, some beautiful view. And you can tell the graphics in this thing are just gorgeous. Now, the gameplay is 1080p, 60 frames a second. And over here, you can kind of get into the main menu. You have your main career mode right here, career. I'm just starting out, so I'm not very developed. And you can see the background changes with like close-ups of my vehicle, which is great because I like orange and get a nice little orange background. Over here, you have different types of settings. And I'm going to take you into options. The first one is the marketplace, where you can buy cars. You can change your home space also right below. And I went back to marketplace because apparently I have a new car waiting for me. Change marketplace over home if you want to. Forza TV to view your replays. Forza Gallery to check out your pictures that you've taken. Audio, video, HUD. Change the settings. This is very important. You can synchronize the third-party wheel, which is really great. I highly recommend it that you buy one. You have a lot of tune-ups over here. Badge, my avatar. The customize page, you have vinyls, make vinyl groups, find designs, paint your car, customize your car. It is amazing. You will spend hours there. And I have. I'll show you some of my designs later. Tuning in, oh man, you can do tune-ups for your car, upgrade shop. You can set up different customizable tune-ups that you've done. It's amazing. The garage little icon to the left over here, it's where you have all your vehicles. And we get into cars. You can find a car, or, go into your garage and check out the ones you have, or Forza Vista, which is like the pretty version of your main menu. You have little subcategories over here. You can pan around the car, and you can even hide the words. There you go. So you can kind of have a more close-up personal view of your vehicle. Even, the good old classic design where you get inside the car, you take a seat, and you look at all the beautiful things inside. And if you're daring enough, you can, press the button to start the ignition. And yeah, it makes a wonderful noise. Well, I want to get into racing, so let's get this show started. And we're back again in Sonoma Raceway. Now I'm driving the free and brand new GT in my home raceway. I do live in Sonoma, so, well, not Sonoma County. It's one of the most expensive places to live in California. Even though California it is already expensive. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So as you can tell over here, I have this grid on the road because I'm a noob. The visuals are gorgeous. The other day was raining, so I'm glad to see some sunshine out here in California, because, you know, we could have used the rain, but, you know, everybody associates the sun with California, so you have all these beautiful graphics. Now, the handling in this is just perfect. I'm a noob, so I'm using this little, you know, training wheel roadmap here as a guide. But yes, I will talk more about the handling, especially in rain. Now let's go to some beautiful, beautiful scenery in cutscene. Well, they're not really cutscenes, they're more like, you know, replays, but I call them cutscenes because I can't really play. Anyways, we have the GT over here that you get free if you play the demo. And the handling is amazing. This beautiful new car handles like magic. I say it's like magic because I can't drive for shit. So yeah, I'm very happy that this hybrid mode of arcade versus racing simulator suits my needs. It's really enjoyable, and you can tell a difference between driving in these kind of scenarios, you know, like closed circuit in the sunshine versus driving with other cars in the rain. Now this is the main showpiece of the game. Many people will say like, well, you know, just added a bunch of raindrops and nothing really happens. Well, you know, if we keep driving, you'll realize that's completely BS. There you go. Yeah, that happened. You can rewind it for like a little bit, kind of like Prince of Persia, but it, you know, it's better to drive carefully because like this guy over here, he just passed me. You know, yeah, the handling when you go over puddles is very, very realistic. I have been in a couple, you know, shady spots where, you know, we almost hit something because it was raining. Puddles really make a difference, so you really have to get to know the tracks and how to handle each car, how to upgrade each car, how to adjust your driving speed, your driving style, because, you know, it's just like real driving. If you're driving in the rain and there's tons and tons of other cars, you will need to be extra careful, and this adds a whole nother level of danger to this game and complexity. Me, I'm a noob, so I'm really liking this. This is my third Forza game. The first one was the original Forza for the first Xbox. The second one was Forza Horizon, which it's like amazing. Ooh, there's another puddle, and there's another puddle. And I'm staying alive. So this, to me, really brings it home together, because my first true racing game was Knight Rider in the NES. Second one, Gran Turismo, PlayStation 1. And ooh, look at this guy. He went off the road. Alright, and I am going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to pass him. So let's keep on reviewing this game, because it's amazing. Now this is my third Forza racing game, but it's a long line of my racing games. I started with the arcades, you know, the one where you get on the bike and you sway left and right. You've actually put quarters in there. There were other arcades where you have the wheel and the pedal, little RC car in the mud, NES, you know, RC Driver was really awesome. Knight Rider, you know, based on the TV show, I was in love with that video game. For NES, for Sega, I really like Sonic, you know, that was my racing game. Or, if you played Sega Channel, Road Rage, oh my god, that was amazing. After Road Rage, I really liked Gran Turismo for PlayStation 1, and then I moved on to the Xbox One. The first Forza Motorsport is the video game that I took home with me to Mexico to show to my cousins, because back then the PlayStation 2 was everywhere. You could mod it out, you could play really cheap games, and, you know, the PS2, you couldn't mod out an Xbox at the time, an Xbox One, first generation at the time, so I showed him the demo for the first, you know, Forza Motorsports, and the graphics just killed it. But also the handling. At that time, Forza was very insignificant compared to Gran Turismo, but because Gran Turismo hasn't been worked on for years, and it hasn't had a really great developing team like Turn 10 that went out to every single racetrack to map it out, to every single car, map it out in 3D, each individual engine was recorded separately with surround sound. I mean, these guys actually went and scanned the racing world, the racing cars, and even tested out racing, actual racing pilots. So, as I drive off into the beautiful, beautiful sunset, all I can say is I'm very glad that this game exists.